So, welcome back to my crazy channel, and big thank you to everybody who's subscribed. We're nearly up to 4,000 subscribers, which is pretty amazing, really. You know, you can't really complain at that, to be honest. I could if I wanted to, though. Hopefully we'll get to a 10,000 mark, and then I'll get one of those YouTube plaques that they keep giving people for getting to 10,000 subscribers. So it'd be great if you can subscribe if you haven't already done so, and smash the like button as well, because every little helps in this kind of industry, if you want to call it an industry. So I do try and spend the money that I make off the YouTube videos on stuff like this. I do like DEWALT tools. I've pretty much grown up around them, which are basically posh Black & Deckers, but I've always found them to be really good. So I picked up this Jigsaw. So this is the DEWALT 18 volt cordless Jigsaw. It's one of the basic ones. It's the DCS331N. Now there's one above this which is slightly more expensive. It's nearer to £200, 190, £200 mark. Probably get a bit of discount this time of year, being Christmas. So whenever you're watching this video, just bear in mind, once you get into Black Friday sales and things like that, stuff like this comes down in price. So this one was £110, reduced from 120, plus I got 10% off that as well, so I got £11 off it as well, so it came down to £99. Nothing major about it. I have been using it now. Obviously you've probably seen me unbox videos before, but there's not a lot in there really, except for some instructions. You see, if you fancy reading those in the different languages, then you can do, but there you go. I don't usually bother reading them because, you know, being dyslexic doesn't help, but there you go. So I had to buy some blades for them. It didn't come with any blades, so they're just the normal T-shank blades, fairly common. There you go. These are made by Bosch. These cost me less than £5, and these are actually really good blades, to be honest. I seem to have lost one because I've only used one so far. It's still in the box here. So there's the one I've lost, and there's one already in it, because obviously I've been using it, so I'll try and mash in the footage that I used it for. I was using it to cut plywood, which was 12mm thick, which is what I class as 1/2 inch, and obviously with a nice blade on it, it cuts through it quite quickly and easily. So you don't get a battery with it, but that's quite normal these days. So this is a 4AH battery. I've got quite a few DEWALT ones. I need to get some more. It comes with a plastic foot plate as well, which this should come off. I'm not going to try and do that. This was the only thing that I had to fit to it, which is the dust extractor port, and that just slides into there, but this plastic thing just come off, so you can take that off. Now all that does is protect it against the scratchy type surfaces, but obviously if you get bits underneath and start using it there, you probably could scratch it, but that is there so you're not putting the metal base on a polished surface, for instance, and that's what that is for, if you was wondering. But it was already attached, but it does come disattached as well. Disattached, you can unattach it, in other words. So the blade change is quite simple on this. It's quite a nifty little thing like that, so you just pull that and the blade just pops out like so. And obviously you can just slide the other blade in. There you go. But I found this, it was really good, to be honest. It was nice, smooth operation, very easy to control. It's a bit of weight to it, but you kind of like that. It's got a really nice sturdiness to it, and I found it very easy to control. It didn't run away. It was easier to control on the trigger than some of them that you can get other models. It does have a blower thing there, so you can adjust the blower as well, to blow away the dust and the sawdust as you're working. So there you go, you can adjust that depending on what you want to do. So like back in there we just used to go like that, so this is why Jigsaws have them so you should be wearing a dust mask really if you're cutting. It does have the 3 pendulum action, so that just basically means when the blade is going up and down, it is going in kind of like this motion, a pendulum like that, so that sometimes makes it easier to cut. I have it in the straight cut position most of the time, occasionally move it up and around depending on how thick the material I'm cutting, and that does help, that when you put it in the pendulum positions. And it shows you there, it's got little illustrations on there showing you how far back the blade will come, but you tend to lose control of the jigsaw when you do it that way quite easily, because it's obviously moving backwards and forwards. So if you can just keep it in a straight position, it's quite good for scrolling. Then it stops it, keeps the blade nice and straight like you would use a handsaw. So if you was using a handsaw like that in the pendulum kind of motion, that's what it's recreating. Like I say, it's for more thicker materials and things like that. It can do the 45 degrees and angles there, so it's got a foot plate there, and we see a little lever there. Now I did think it should have something on there, but apparently it doesn't. So, but then again, it'll probably just fall off and you'll lose it anyway. So this can be adjusted in both directions, and then it just basically slides into place and locks in for the straight cut there. But you can do 45 degrees and another degrees on that, just by doing that. It is like variable speed as well. Again, it's controlled on the trigger. My cat's looking at me like, oh, what the hell's going on? He's thinking, what's going on here? Just flip it round and have a look at the cat. There's my cat. Yeah, it's freaking him out a little bit. Never mind, he'll get used to it. So, yeah, I'm using just an 18 volt 4AH battery on there, and it worked quite well. I was quite impressed with it. It's really good, and I started using it on other jobs as well. So this is a really good machine. It's just a basic one, because generally speaking I don't really use jigsaws that much until I actually buy one that I like. If I don't feel comfortable using one, I don't use it. So basically I bought this because I thought, well, I could do with one. It just makes it handy for doing skirting boards and cutting around. Like I said, I've been using it on plywood, to plywood the floor before tiling it. And that's what I use it for, to cut around the little pipes and around the little doorways and things like that. And it was really good. It was easy to control, has a nice good grip to it, it's got a bit of weight to it as well. So once it's down on the wood there, it's basically the weight of the jigsaw is holding it to the wood. You're not having to use a lot of pressure to hold it in place, is what I'm trying to say there. And because it's got that little bit of weight, it makes it easier to control, believe it or not. And yeah, I found it really good. So there you go, guys, that is my quick review on the DEWALT DCS331 Type 3 400 watt 18 volt jigsaw. It goes 0 to 3000 RPM in a minute. Oh, it didn't do that in a minute, but you know what I mean. It's got the 0 to 3000 speed, but yeah, really good. And I'll drop a link in where I got it from. I think I bought it from Wickes, and like I say, I get the Wickes Trade Pro 10% discount with that as well. And I bought it online, I collect it in store, and like I said, it came down to about £99 with the discount. So it's not bad, 100 quid, and you get a decent jigsaw for that. Obviously we don't get boxes anymore, they're just cardboard boxes now, but I mean, end of the day, it just sits in a shelf in the van, and I just pick it up when I need it, and it's just there where I need it. And it's a really good machine. Like I said, I'd give it a really good 9 out of 10 that for simply because it's just brilliant. And I'm going to drop a point off that simply because it didn't have a blade with it. I mean, you could have chucked a blade in it just for the sake of it so you could get going, but no, you've got to go and buy them. But whereas the multi-tool I reviewed a while ago, that came with blades, didn't it? So why they can't just chuck some blades in, I don't know. But there you go, it's the way it is, isn't it? So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of it. And like I said, thank you for everybody who's subscribing and liking the videos and commenting. It's really good. And like I said, we'll catch you in another video soon. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe if you want, and just press the like button and whatever, and you feel free to ask any questions you like. So hopefully I'll catch you in another video, and if I don't see you before Christmas now, have a good Christmas and a happy new year, and I'll see you in the new year hopefully. Thanks for watching, guys.